Okay, let's just jump right in. Right now, there's a huge, new, and pretty much invisible marketing channel where your customers are making major buying decisions. The problem? You almost certainly can't see it. In the next few minutes, we're going to flip the switch on that black box and turn it into your next big competitive advantage.
So, here's our game plan. First, we're going to crack open this AI black box. Then, we'll talk about the one new metric you absolutely need to be tracking. After that, I'll give you a simple playbook to get started, show you how to gain a real competitive edge, and finally, we'll talk about how to build a lasting moat.
All right, so let's start with the core problem here. A huge chunk of your customer's journey, where they're researching, comparing you to competitors, and really forming their opinions, it's all happening in a place where your current analytics tools are completely blind.
And the scale of this is it's massive. Forrester projects that a whopping 89% of B2B buyers are already using generative AI while they're deciding what to buy. This isn't some future trend for your marketing team to keep an eye on. This is a C-suite boardroom-level conversation that's happening right now. Your customers are there. The real question is, are you?
This slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On the left, that's your comfort zone. It's everything you can see and report on. Search Console, social metrics, GA4 traffic. It's all nice and measurable. But on the right, that's the AI black box. That's where huge deals are being influenced, and right now it's all happening completely in the dark.
And here's where it gets really painful for anyone who loves data. Even when you do get mentioned in a tool like ChatGPT, maybe only 20% of those mentions will have a clickable link that might, and I mean might, show up in your Google Analytics. That other 80%, those are the unlinked recommendations that are actually shaping decisions, and they are totally invisible to your #1 analytics platform.
Okay, so we've established there's this huge visibility problem. But, that just leads to an even bigger question. How on earth do you measure something that seems completely and totally random?
And I bet this is exactly what you're thinking right now, right? If every single time you ask the same question, you get a different answer, how can you possibly build a coherent strategy around that? It feels like trying to nail Jell-O to a wall.
And guess what? You're not wrong to feel that way. This incredible research from SparkToro and Gumshoe.ai basically confirms the chaos. A less than 1% chance of getting this same list of brands twice. So what's the big takeaway here? It means that old-school metrics like what position you rank in are completely and utterly meaningless in this new world.
So, if ranking is dead, what do we use instead? Well, this is where we need to introduce a new, much smarter metric. Let's call it visibility rate. It's simple, really. It's the percentage of relevant prompts that mention your brand, but measured across hundreds or even thousands of queries. This cuts right through the randomness of any single answer and gives you a stable, strategic KPI you can actually track and, more importantly, improve.
So how do you actually put this metric to work? Well, here's a super straightforward 3-step plan for finally getting visibility into this channel.
It really is this simple. First, you just run a quick manual baseline just to see where you stand today. Second, you choose an automated tool so you can get data that's actually statistically meaningful. And third, you organize your monitoring by prompt categories that line up directly with your marketing funnel.
Now, when it comes to picking a tool, dashboards are great, but let's be real, the key business differentiator is right there in that top row, revenue attribution. Most tools can tell you if you were mentioned, but a tool like Passionfruit Labs connects right to your Google Analytics to tell you how many sessions and how much actual revenue those mentions are driving. That is the number you can take to your CEO.
Okay, so now that you can finally see the playing field, it's time to actually play the game. Just monitoring isn't enough. You need a proactive strategy to improve your visibility and start actively winning against your competition.
And this is what that data actually looks like. I mean, imagine seeing this chart. Your brand has a 30% visibility rate, while your main competitor is showing up in 65% of relevant customer queries. This isn't just some vanity metric. This is a crystal clear picture of market share being lost inside AI. A gap like this creates some serious urgency.
So how do we close that gap? You need an AI visibility engine. These right here are the key levers you can pull. And these aren't just guesses. They're based on how the AI models actually work. We're talking about things like building topic clusters, getting coverage on websites the AI trusts, and even something as simple as how often you update your content.
Let's just zoom in on one of those levers for a second, because this one is a game changer. It's all about authority.
What's so fascinating here is that AI visibility isn't just about what's on your blog. The data shows that over 65% of citations come from high-authority domains. You know what that means? It means your PR and earned media strategy just became one of the most important drivers of your AI performance.
And hey, are you looking for a quick win? Something your team can do, like today? Here it is. The data shows that simply keeping your most important content fresh, just updating it every 30 days, can get you 3.2 times more AI citations. That is a clear, immediate action item you can give your content team this afternoon.
This brings us to our final and honestly our most important point. Getting this right isn't just another marketing tactic for the quarter. No, this is about building a long-term, defensible competitive advantage, a moat.
If you think you have time to wait and see, just look at this statistic. The top players in one category captured nearly 60% of all AI mentions, and that was up from just 31% 2 months before. The market is concentrating at an incredible speed. The rich are getting richer, and the window for latecomers is slamming shut, fast.
So here's the bottom line. Inaction is now a massive strategic risk. The gap between the brands that are systematically measuring and improving their AI visibility and those who are just flying blind. It isn't just growing, it's accelerating.
Which really just leaves us with one final question. This isn't a hypothetical anymore. Your competitors are out there right now, building their advantage in this new channel, one query at a time. The only question is, are you building yours?